Testing, testing. One, two, three. I think we should be live for today's live stream. Guys, today is going to be a very interesting live stream because we have a 4 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, and we already have 2 tornado warnings in effect right now. So today is going to be a pretty interesting day. Hey, Grandma, how are you? Let's start off on GR, just showing like the risk today. We do have a, I'm going to take all the watches and stuff off real quick. We do have a 4 out of 5 on the severe weather scale today. In Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, and parts of northern Texas. Actually, we also do have a 10% chance of significant tornadoes today. It is actually a level 2 on the significant tornado scale. Back in March, they did make, my bad, guys. They did make, so it used to just be like a normal hatch risk of storms, and now they made 3 levels to it. So today's a 2 out of 3 for hatch risk for tornadoes and hail. New tornado warning, listen in.
Tornado warning for East Central Leflore County in southeastern Oklahoma.
You got a new tornado warning for eastern Oklahoma. So, guys, things are really starting to heat up now. We have 3 tornado warnings right now, active right now. 3 tornado warnings, guys. So, you got to watch out for that. Today is going to be a pretty big day. New mesoscale discussion. 2 areas of supercells are going to become a concern soon, and let's get into it on radar. Let's start off with the Oklahoma, Central Oklahoma storm. This storm is going to be a real concern in the future, guys. It's moving at 10 miles an hour, so it's going to be longer for the storm to sustain. And we also do have a little bit of rotation here, not the most significant, but it is there. So we have to watch out for the storm. It also does have about 1 inch size hail in this storm. Grandpa's watch also, how are you doing? We do gotta watch out for that. Let's check on the other radar. Let's check out the storm in northern Texas. Actually, we do have rotation in northern Texas in this tornado warnings too. It was a little stronger earlier near Scotland, but it is weakening slightly. But take shelter if you live in Scotland and Windthrow. Take shelter if you live anywhere in these areas. A little bit of an inflow notch I'm seeing. Oh my goodness. All right, that's a big problem. Yeah, this thing could be about to produce a tornado any minute, guys. We actually do have a destructive severe thunderstorm tag on this. Severe thunderstorm warning, destructive on this storm, and a tornado warning. Because of that large hail, guys. This storm has 2 inch size hail. Actually, that is a significant area rotation. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a CC drop here soon, indicating that this tornado was on the ground. Because this storm, let me pull up the drawing tool. Thank you. As you could see, I'm very concerned for this thing. You see your greens moving, green blues are moving towards your reds moving away. Here is your tornadic rotation right here, guys. The reason why I'm so concerned is you see how close together it is? It's very tight. That means the rotation is very strong. And we also do have a lot of deep spectrum width because spectrum width basically means a lot of turbulence. So a lot of turbulence in the atmosphere, which indicates also a lot of rotation. And by looking at the storm, very strong rotation on this one. I'm not 100% sure if this thing's on the ground here. A little bit of an inflow notch starting to form. But as of now, it might not be on the ground because I don't see a CC drop. Once I see a CC drop, I'm gonna confirm that this thing is on the ground or not. Which state is it in? This is in Oklahoma, northern Texas, and parts of Arkansas. It's a very widespread event today. Let's get an update on storm in Oklahoma City. Good news, rotation weakened on this storm. This is the storm I was most concerned. Still gotta pay a good attention to it though. Let's check up on the Fort Smith tornado warning. I didn't get a chance to check up on this thing yet. You're welcome. Yeah, this thing has some rotation too. This is why this storm also got tornado warned. But we gotta keep an eye on every storm today, guys. I'm checking up on the storm in northern and parts of Kansas right now. Some rotation in Kansas. I wouldn't be surprised if these storms start to rotate too. Anyway, these storms are honestly starting to get concerning. Let's get back on this storm. This is the one I'm most concerned right now. Yeah, still a lot of air turbulence. This thing could be imminent to produce a tornado, guys. This storm is also in a very favorable environment too, guys. If we go on the meso-analysis, look at all the Cape, guys. In this area, 4,000 joules per kilogram per Cape. 4,000 joules per kilogram. The ideal amount for severe weather is 1,500 is the ideal amount. So this is well over the ideal amount. We also do have a little bit of a significant tornado parameter here. So this is going to be a very interesting event, guys. Already have three tornado warnings, and we're not even close to the peak of this event, which is very concerning, guys. New scan. All right, rotation isn't that bad in this storm. Yeah, wow, 3-inch size hail measured. Now, if this thing doesn't produce a tornado, it's gonna have over 3-inch size hail, guys. Very concerned. Oh yeah, this rotation is strengthening. This thing's imminent to produce a tornado, guys. The storm's moving very slow too, 20 miles an hour. Look at that hail core here too, guys. We're in for a long night, guys. Wow. Look at all the severe thunderstorms on the board too. Oh yeah. I'm seeing possible, maybe some possible two areas of rotation. I wouldn't be surprised to rule that out too. Yeah, there could be two areas of rotation here, guys. Yeah, this is very concerning, guys. Take shelter if you live in Scotland and Windrow. Take shelter if you live anywhere in those areas. This is very concerning, guys. Yeah, yeah, there is probably, honestly, likely two areas of rotation here, guys. So that is concerning. New scan shows it weakened slightly, which is the good news. But these two areas of rotation, this is the main one I'm concerned about. The storm is likely not on the ground, which is the good news, but a good amount of turbulence in this area. So I'm concerned for that. Look at that, guys. It like splits apart. It was really strong earlier. I thought it was gonna produce earlier, but still a chance for it to produce a tornado. And there's a new tornado warning.
Tornado warning for southwestern Scott County in western Arkansas, north central Polk County in western Arkansas.
Four tornado warnings. Now this is an extension in Arkansas. This is an extension. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, this thing has some rotation. I'm not surprised why. It's not. It's tornado warning, honestly, guys. I'm not surprised on that. If you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. But there's the extension to the tornado warning right there. Wow, this thing's a little, maybe a little hook on it, starting to form too. Oh, I'm still concerned for this. A little bit of more broad rotation now, so it isn't as strong as it earlier, but still, during this tornado warning, I'm still very concerned on that. This will be a very busy evening. Yeah, this is going to be a very busy evening. There's a flash flood warning up here too. Yep, still concerned about this rotation here. This thing could produce a tornado any minute if it really wanted to. Gotta hope and pray that doesn't happen though. Very big storms. Like in the last hour and a half, these storms were really, like, really starting to fire off. So the destructive severe thunderstorm warning too. Take a look at Fort Smith. Yeah, I do see the rotation that they're talking about. Not the strongest, but I think it should be tornado warning. Come on, this storm. They issue a severe thunderstorm warning, so they might cancel the tornado warning here because the rotation is starting to not look as bad, which is amazing. This storm was a real concern. As of now, it's still a concern, but it's looking way better, which is the great news. Let's check up on the severe thunderstorm warnings up here in northern Oklahoma, southern Kansas. There is some isolated rotation, which is concerning. But you gotta watch out for that. Check back on the Fredericksburg radar set. Yeah, I am still concerned about this storm. Yeah, 55,000 foot echo tops. That is a very long. That is a very high echo tops. Pretty concerning, guys. Take shelter if you live in Scotland and Windthrow, though. I am concerned, though, for still some rotation I'm seeing, but it doesn't look as strong as it was. The storm could be kind of drifting a little, maybe, on that. Storm's moving at 20 miles an hour, if you guys are wondering. The storm's near Ada is moving at 10 miles an hour. So the storms are moving pretty very slow, guys. So that's because I just got notification of a tornado warning update. All right, tornado warning update down here near Scotland. It's such a wet. Yeah, no turbulence. Yeah, this storm not really rotating at the moment. Let's go back on the Frederick storm. Yeah, I'm still watching out for some rotation here, but it's not as strong as it once was. But still take shelter immediately if you live anywhere in these areas. Take shelter immediately. Look at that inflow notch here. Not inflow notch. Outflow boundary. So guys, this outflow boundary means normally storms form when an outflow boundary comes, so that is the main reason why these storms are really starting a fire off now. Also, the ingredients here, like the cape, the convective available potential energy is really good for today's event. There's a lot of factors why the storms are starting a fire off. See, look at this storm that popped up. A lot of these pop-up storms are going to be concerned later on. Really high echo tops on these storms too, guys. That is another concern. Look at it. It's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning too, guys. So that is a problem. Check up on the Ada storm. Yeah, this storm's not really rotating, which is the good news. New severe thunderstorm warning issued. Is that an extension? Where is that? See if my friend's gonna join the stream soon. As you can see, guys, looking at this storm, the rotation did kind of die out a little near Scotland, but I'm still concerned for the storm. So take shelter if you live anywhere in these areas. Let's take a look at these severe thunderstorm warnings up here. These things should start to get their act together too. So far, no confirmed tornadoes today, which is the great news. As you see, just looking at these storms, I am concerned for these storms. As you can see, though, if you guys have any comments, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you guys. The storm has almost about 3 inch size hail on it. A 3 inch size hail was reported from a storm chaser a few minutes ago. So that is very interesting too, guys. Actually, Enrot showing a bit of rotation. I'm seeing some rotation. The thing is about this event, guys, these storms are moving very slow, which is very interesting. 3 tornado warnings right now on the board. Yeah, the storm near Ada is starting to not be as much of a concern, but still, you gotta watch out because a lot of rain storms are developing it behind it, which could limit the a little less discreet. But I'm still, because I've turned phone, I will be back a little later. I thank you for tuning in, Grandma. I see. I am concerned though for the storm in the future, but not as much as now because not as much right now because the rotation isn't as strong. Take a look at this tornado warning near Fort Smith South. As you can see though, not as much rotation on the storm honestly, but still monitoring it. I'm monitoring all these storms very closely, guys. Because this environment's juiced if anything decides to form. Fishing kind of tightening up a little bit near Scotland.